Today, let's embark on the journey to understand the characteristics of intimate relationships. Intimate relationships are not just about physical affection. They're built on a foundation of trust, vulnerability, and respect. Now, communication plays a vital role in fostering intimacy. It's about listening, understanding, and being open to one another's perspectives. So what are some characteristics of an intimate relationship? Well, today I have 4 characteristics that I want to share with you here today. So let's jump in. The first characteristic of an intimate relationship is deep connection. This could be with your family, right? You can have intimate relationships with your friends. And of course, you can have intimate relationships with your spouse or partner and your child or children. So it just depends on who you're talking with, because a deep connection is fostered when the two of you are able to share ideas. You're able to share your experiences. You're able to really connect to say, I see you, I feel you, I've been there, I've done that. There's just something about this person where each time you see them, you gravitate toward wanting to be in their presence at that moment. It is something that makes you just feel good. Listen. Just think about this. The people that you decide to hang around with on a daily basis, a weekly basis, a monthly basis, what are the feelings that they bring to you when you are with them? I could guarantee you 9 times out of 10, and probably I can even say 10 out of 10, you feel good in their presence. You feel good in their presence. So that deep connection that you have with them, there is a bond for the most part that cannot be broken. Now, it just depends on where you're at and when you met them or whatever, because some bonds are meant to be broken. There could be some trauma bonds that have been formed. I won't go down that road, but it's a deep connection that you have with the person or people that you really gravitate toward. It's just something about them, again, that makes you feel at home in their presence. At some point, you feel like you can let down your guard with this person. And some people even tell me, like, I know that this literally is my superpower, which is making people feel very comfortable pretty much immediately. Pretty much immediately, where they feel like, and I hear this oftentimes from strangers, family, friends, people that I just meet. It's like the kindred spirits. We talk and we vibing, and the line that I hear a lot is, I can't believe I'm sharing this with you, or I can't believe I'm telling you this, or I haven't told anybody this before, or you're just really easy to talk to. So all of those things, I know that comfortability, or people that come in my presence feel comfortable right away. And I can get pretty much down to the root of what they are feeling, because they share their vulnerability with me. Because a lot of times I'm literally not judging them, because who am I to judge? But it's not because I'm perfect. It's just I want to get a better understanding of who they are. And me knowing that a lot of people don't feel heard. They don't feel seen. I felt that at one point. I felt that at one point. And so I don't want others to feel like they can't be seen or heard or understood. I want to be the person that when they come in my presence, that they actually feel that with me. So the deep connection that I feel and I get, and oftentimes even when I'm working with the client, I keep that relationship in the boundary. We are clients, right? But at some point, some of my clients have actually become my friends because of the nature of the deep connection that we have. It's not only because I'm helping them to move to the next level and we're doing all of this work together. Outside of that, they get a chance to actually see me because I'm also sharing my experiences. They also get to understand me because, again, I'm being vulnerable with them, because I don't want anybody to feel like they can't be vulnerable with working with me. So that's the deep connection and the at-home feeling that you get around just certain people. Some people have it, others don't. The second characteristic of an intimate relationship is that there are high levels of intimacy and vulnerability. Like, I was just talking about how I meet clients or just people, sometimes it's even strangers, and they have a tendency to tell me about their deepest, darkest secrets, or the things that they haven't shared with anybody else. That happens all the time when you're in an intimate relationship. Now, it happens often for me, to me. That's my superpower. I understand that. But for you, even if that's not your superpower, you know the people. Literally just think about the people in your life that you can go and show exactly who you are, and they don't make you feel bad about the state that you are in. Literally, they love you at your highs, but they also love you in your lowest moments, and they can help you come out of that dark hole and help you get to the next level by just speaking love and light into you and appreciating you and showing gratitude and just speaking life back into you, so you can, by the time you're out of their presence, you feel good. The state that you walked in, or like you literally felt down, you're not standing up straight at all. Literally, you're like this, kind of walking in, head down. By the time you leave their presence, you standing up. Your head is up, your chin is up. Like, you feel good about yourself. You feel good that you were in their presence because you're able to really just be you. You were able to take off that mask that I oftentimes talk about and allow the person to truly see you, to see your heart, to let them know that I am human. I don't have it all together. Those are the people that you want in and around your space day in and day out. The people where you can celebrate the highs with, where they are out there with you and you guys are celebrating on vacation and doing all of the things, or maybe traveling together. They can see all of that. But they also can come to your home when things are when your world is a pure mess. They can also come into that space with you without judgment, without you fearing that they're going to go outside the door as soon as they leave you and gossip about you or share all of the things that you are going through. They can be vulnerable with you. I should say the people that you see, that you gravitate toward, that you actually spill all your guts to, that you're very intimate with and vulnerable to / with, those are the people that you want to be around all the time. And it's an honor to have those people in your life, because everybody does not have those type of people in their lives. So hold on to those people if you have them in your life. And if you don't have those people in your life, you need to check your circle. The third characteristic of an intimate relationship is a commitment to maintaining the relationship. I was having a conversation with one of my girlfriends about this very thing, which is, before her and I decided to really become friends and really put a title on BFF and all of that, we had pretty much had several conversations about how we carry the relationships that are around us. And what we mean by that is this: the majority of the time that we are in company with other friends, including family members, it is because we have reached out to them. We have made the dates. We have made sure that they are on our calendars. We want to maintain the relationship. And after a period of time, for me at least, I had to get rid of people that I was the only one reaching out, because I want the relationship to be a two-way street. I want an intimate relationship, not only with the man, but also with my friends and everybody else that's in my circle. I don't want dead weight in my life. So I choose to lose people that are not adding to my life. They're taken away, or I'm feeling depleted every time I'm in their presence or talking to them on the phone. Or, as I just mentioned, I'm the only one that's making sure that they are on my calendar, because all of us are busy. All of us have lives. All of us have things going on where there's highs and lows in our life, and we're trying to figure things out. Each and every one of us. I'm no different. And so if I'm the only one that's always reaching out to you, that's an issue. It's an unbalanced relationship. I'm looking for more balance. But I also understand it's not 100% going to be balanced. I get that. But literally, I take an inventory of the friends and friendships that I was a part of these past couple years, and I had to alleviate the ones that were not adding to. Where if I stopped, and this is one of the ways that you can gauge yourself, who should still be in your circle and in your life. If you don't call anybody for a week, like, do the experiment. Don't call nobody first. Don't text nobody first, and see who calls and checks up on you. Especially if you're a person like me that was always the initiator. I'm always the initiator. When we gonna get on the calendar? When we gonna make sure that we have kids play dates? When we gonna? Because that relationship is important to me. Relationships in general are important to me, which is why I talk about them, because they're important to me. And I know that each of us can get to the next area in our life if we look at our relationships and see who's adding to us versus depleting us or taking from us. You have to evaluate the relationships in your life. But these are the intimate relationships that each of us crave and want. But many of us are too scared to actually do the work, which is, like I said, they experiment. Take 1 week, especially if you are the initiator. Just 1 week out of your life to really see who is for you, who will check up on you. And the other way to see about the people in your circle, if they really should be there, the last time you had an emergency, who were you able to lean on? Not just call. Who were you able to lean on? Who was there to show up for you when things were not going smoothly in your life? I had a friend who actually just had surgery not too long ago, right? And so she's checking her circle because during her time of need where she literally could not drive, who was there to drive her? Who could she call and lean on to help her to pick up her son or take her son to his game because she couldn't go? Who was there? And so she's evaluating her circle to see who's still supposed to be there. And you have to do the same thing about the intimate relationships that you think that you have. Are they one-sided, or are they two-way streets? And so making sure that both parties are committed to the relationship, maintaining the relationship. Again, of course, this applies to your romantic relationship. If you're the only one that's making sure that the relationship is moving forward, or you're asking questions, again, you are the only one that's making sure and planning dates. That is one-sided. And the more that you continue to do that, the more you're going to feel like you're chasing the person as well as the relationship and even the next step. Don't do that to yourself. You are worth more, and you have to know that you're worth more and even deserve more than what the person is willing to give to you in that moment where they're at. It's okay where they're at, but you don't have to accept where they're at. The fourth and final characteristic of an intimate relationship is interdependence, which means you both rely on the emotional as well as practical support of one another. As I just mentioned, my friend who just had surgery, who can she lean on? That is the interdependence of the practical support that she needs. But also, who can she call when she's feeling down, when she needs to cry about something, when she's highly emotional because things are taking over? Again, this is her scenario because she just had surgery. But look at your own life. Who can you depend on to help you, to be there for you to lean on them when things aren't going so right in your life? Who can you be fully open and vulnerable with and to in your life? Take inventory about the people in your life. It's that important, because we wonder why our relationships, and not just your romantic one, but we wonder why our relationships and the people around us, we don't feel good about those relationships anymore. And it's because you haven't done the hard work of evaluating who's in your life, and then the people that still should not be there based off of your evaluation, getting rid of them. And if you can't just cut the cord, then taking baby steps back from them. How many of us can do that? How many of you have done that? It is that important to realize the feeling of joy or not that you have in your life right now today has a lot to do with the people that are in your life. I know that most of you have heard the saying about your life really looks like the 5 people that you are around the most, including but not limited to your bank accounts. So if you're negative Nancy, 9 times out of 10, your circle is negative Nancy. If your finances are in disarray, 9 times out of 10, your circle's finances are in disarray. Because we hang around and we also attract where we are at. These are the 4 characteristics of an intimate relationship. Not just your romantic relationships, but every single relationship in your life. I love you guys, and there's nothing that you can do about it. I'm Marshawn Alani, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye now.